All right, hey guys, welcome in once again to another edition of the Regular Guys DFS show. I am David. You are in the dungeon, and we are doing prize picks and parlays today. We're also going to have a little handicapping section. We're going to start something here for college football. I'm going to pick 6 games each week, and we're going to keep track of exactly how my picks are against the spread, so you guys get an idea. If you want to play along with my picks, or be one of those things where you're like, okay, nope, I'm going to go exactly opposite what this guy says. So I'm going to try and make this video really short, guys, because these picks for prize picks are the early games. So I want to get this out as quick as I can. I had meant to put it out last night, just didn't get to it. So we're going to try and go through this as quick as we can. Make sure you're signed up for Prize Picks before we start. Click this banner that you see right there in the video, or go to prizepicks.com, click put in code REGULAR, and you'll get a 100% deposit match up to $100. And then you can play along. We did really good last night. I think I picked 7 guys last night. We got 5 out of 7, and including the winner. I posted on Twitter. So make sure that you follow me on Twitter at SandoDFS for any updates. And again, as always, guys, please hit the like button down below and the subscribe button. That means just as much, maybe more, because I like putting out these videos. I'm just a regular guy who's figured out how to make some money playing daily fantasy football or basketball. And I want to share it with you guys, because you don't have to be a professional DFS player to make money doing this. So if you're enjoying this channel at all, you're getting anything out of it, please hit that like button, the subscribe button, and the little notification bell. That way you get notified every time we put out new videos. I said I would try and make this short and sweet. Yeah, we had a pretty good night last night. Let's try and keep it going. So I'm going to get out of this. Let's go right over to our prize picks board. Here are my... I'll come back and show these to you guys. The 2 I've already put in, and I'm going to put in 1 more. So at rushing yards, I'm going to start with rushing yards. I have 2 plays I really like, and then 1 more that I like but I'm not as strong on. We will start out with Brian Robinson from Alabama. 95.5 is the number. I like him over. We're starting a freshman quarterback for Alabama. Now, I know maybe that doesn't matter, shouldn't matter. Alabama's offense can function with whoever. But I really think Nick Saban is going to try and lean more heavily on the running game in this game. And I don't think Miami can deal with Bama's offensive line. So I think it could be a pretty run-heavy game. I think Robinson will get the bulk of those carries, and I can easily see him having 100 yards. I am quite confident that Brian Robinson will rush for 100 yards today. So that's play number 1. Deuce Vaughn from K-State. This number seems very low to me. Now, Deuce Vaughn is a do-everything guy for K-State, and he's good. He's a good player. He could be an NFL player. The one thing about this number, keep in mind, he's kind of a do-everything guy, as in he also catches the ball out of the backfield quite a bit. But I don't trust Stanford. They were bad last year. I don't know if they're going to be that much better this year. And I think K-State will give them heavy doses of Deuce Vaughn until they prove they can stop it. So I could see... I could see 85, 90, 95 rushing yards and another 70 or 80 receiving yards for Vaughn out of the backfield. Either way, I feel like 67.5 is too low. And then the other running back play I'll give you, Ronnie Rivers from Fresno ran for 58 yards last week against Connecticut. Now, did he get taken out of the game early because it was a blowout? I don't know. I didn't keep track of that, but Oregon should have a better defense today, and Rivers wasn't the only one getting carries. There's another back that got like 8 or 9 carries. So right now I would lean playing Ronnie Rivers under 64.5 versus Oregon. So those are the guys on the rushing side, and then on the passing side, I will give you a couple 3 that I really like here. Skylar Thompson, we're going right back to K-State. Again, I don't trust Stanford, so Skylar Thompson is pretty good, and I'm pretty comfortable that he can throw for at least 200 yards against Stanford. So I really like him over. Graham Mertz from Wisconsin. Let's see if we can find him without too much trouble here. There he is, right there. 214.5 is his over-under. I think most people are playing him under 214. I like Graham Mertz. He's shown he can have big games. I think Wisconsin's going to be better this year, and I think they're going to throw it around a little bit more. Now, they're always going to just run it right at you, but off that play action. The main thing is I don't trust Penn State, guys. I just don't. They were bad last year. I'm hearing how much better they'll be this year, and Sean Clifford really has command of the offense. I'll believe it when I see it. They lost to Nebraska last year, my team here in Lincoln, Nebraska. So I think Graham Mertz, can throw for 250 against Penn State, and I think Wisconsin will win this game. And then the other one I'll give you is Bryce Young. 310.5. No thank you. That is too many for me. A freshman playing his first game for Bama against Miami. Again, I think that they will go very, very heavy on the run game. So I just don't think that Bryce Young is going to have to throw it enough. I think they can run on Miami and win this game pretty comfortably. I think that's what Saban will want to do with a young quarterback, maybe protect him a little bit. 310.5 is too much for me. I will play the under. Now I'm going to give you a couple bonus picks on quarterbacks. They are not in my main lineup, but a couple extra ones if you want to play something else, or if you want to look at it and decide for yourself. Jake Haener from Fresno State threw for like 340 something last week. We got a much tougher opponent versus Oregon, but guys, Fresno State's good. And I don't know how good Oregon's defense is. I think their offense will be pretty good, but I don't know how great their defense is. I could see him having another 300-yard passing game because Fresno State's going to throw it. So I would play him over 267.5, and I would also play Desmond Ridder over from Cincinnati. Miami of Ohio is pretty good, and they have a pretty good defense, but we all know Cincinnati can be electric at times. They'll try and run it. But they will throw it around a good bit, and Desmond Ridder is another guy that I could see having 300 yards. So those are the plays for today. Again, I've already put in a couple. I'll just show you real quick that I'm playing along right here with you guys. Ridder, Haener, Young, Rivers in a 4-teamer. And then Vaughn, Thompson, Mertz in a 3-teamer. I got to put one more in yet that has Brian Robinson in it because I really like him over 100 yards. Okay, let's switch over here real quick. Again, we're going to start this segment. We're going to do it every Saturday for college football. See what kind of handicapper I am. I think I'm decent. We'll see. For those of you lucky enough to be able to go to a betting window in your state, this is for you, or maybe you have some online stuff or something. I can't do it here in Nebraska. I have to drive 50 miles to Iowa to put in a bet, but sometimes I do that. In fact, I was going to yesterday, but just ran out of time. So I went through, and here's the games that I like. Game number 1, Illinois. They're a 4.5-point favorite against University of Texas San Antonio. I'm taking Illinois. After what I saw last week against Nebraska, I think a lot of people have just come to the conclusion, well, Nebraska sucks, so Illinois is probably not very good. I think this Brett Bielema coaching thing is going to make a big difference. I like him as a Big Ten coach. I think they're going to be better than people expect, at least more competitive. And in theory, Texas San Antonio is not as good of a team as Nebraska, yet it's only a 4.5-point spread. So I'll take Illinois. UCLA at home, getting 2.5 points. Give me UCLA. I don't trust LSU. I think it was their national championship with Joe Burrow was a bit of a fluke. Everything came together. I don't trust Orgeron as a head coach. I just don't. We saw what happened to them last year. I really don't know what I'm getting from LSU, but UCLA, this is the best team that Chip Kelly has had, and they're at home. And I'm catching 2.5 points. Some places have it at 3. So give me UCLA versus LSU. This is the year that Georgia wins a big game. Georgia versus Clemson. Georgia has burned me so many times, guys, in handicapping, in playing games, but I'm going to step back into the water. I think Georgia is the goods this year. They're catching 3 points here. I'm going to take those 3 points and play Georgia. So that's game number 3. Or excuse me, game number 4. Game number 5, Penn State versus Wisconsin. We kind of talked about it in the other segment. Give me Wisconsin at home minus 5.5. I don't trust Penn State after what I saw last year. It's just as simple as that. And in K-State minus 3 versus Stanford, give me K-State all day. I think K-State will win this game by double digits. I think Stanford will have another bad year this year because I don't see any signs that they've improved. So I love K-State minus 3. That's going to do it for this video, guys. Please, before you get out of here, follow me on Twitter at SandoDFS. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and the notification bell. Get signed up for Prize Picks. I'm going to try and put out an afternoon and evening Prize Picks video. We'll see how the day goes. But for now, thank you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Good luck to all of us, and I will talk to you next time.